Hey everybody, my name is Forbes Riley, and I'm an American actress and a TV host. And I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based on a real life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. You know, it talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mian Moshe Zia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamoshenzea.com. Missing, available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Sonic Web Studios specializes in custom web design, app development, social networking, search engine optimization, domain registration, email marketing, online stores, and more. Since our birth, we have been designing and developing immaculate websites and providing web solutions which are a cut above the rest. As a leading web designing enterprise, we have a team of extremely talented web designers who are well-focused and have the experience of working on multiple web developing platforms such as PHP, Magento, custom WordPress, and more. Sonic Web Studios has been helping businesses of all kinds, whether big, small, established, or startup, impress their audiences with exemplary web solutions. We don't just create beautiful and functional websites. We give you a complete online solution with the main goal of enhancing your yearly revenues. We aim to give your business the online exposure and brand acknowledgement that will help you in achieving increased conversions leading to profitable sales. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show. It's time to give a shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international award-winning author Mian Moshe Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, then you'll love Missing by Mian Moshe Zia. Available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. It takes place in 4 countries with 2 strangers and 1 target where truth is an illusion and those you love will be the first to go missing. It's available in paperback and ebook on Amazon. Missing by Mian Moshe Zia has garnered great reviews and is even loved by Hollywood celebrities including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today. Order Missing by Mian Moshe Zia, now available at Amazon.
It's now time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, iTunes, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and the MikeWagnerShow.com. Mike brings you great guests and interesting people from all across the globe. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another great episode of the Mike Wagner Show.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, time to give a shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international award-winning author Mian Moshe Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you love Missing by Mian Moshe Zia. Available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, and 1 target, where truth is an illusion and those you love will be the first to go missing. It's available on paperback and ebook on Amazon. Missing by Mian Moshe Zia has garnered great reviews and even loved by Hollywood celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today before it goes missing by Mian Moshe Zia, available on Amazon. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check our Facebook page at facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, and Apple. Coming soon to Podbean, Buzzsprout, Pandora, and TuneIn. Heard worldwide on Geo 7, Radio Public, Himalaya, and more. Take the Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube YouTube channel and follow The Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today, and support The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com and also on Anchor FM and PayPal. And if you're looking for some cool gift ideas, go to Amazon.com/The Mike Wagner Show. And for more great gift ideas, including great books by me and Mosin Zia, go to Amazon.com/me and Mosin Zia and order today. We're here with a terrific singer, songwriter, actress, and also an accomplished musician, songwriter, producer, and she also has a group that released 3 albums and has also been in the charts as well, too. And she has also created a foundation for some causes, and she's worked with some great actors and actresses, and made the debut in 1999 with an Emmy Award-winning biopic, and basically just a triple threat all around in Hollywood. Live, ladies and gentlemen, from the Plus Studios in beautiful downtown Los Angeles, from Rochester, Michigan with love, the very, very multi-talented singer, songwriter, actress, producer, and a lot more, Jon Mack. Jon, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us today.
Hi, nice to be here. Thank you.
Well, it's great to have you on board as well, too. So you grew up in Rochester, Michigan. You have an amazing story to tell. You began a career at 5 years old, and it started in music. You also attended NYU Tisch School of Arts. You also gained national attention in 1999 with an Emmy Award biopic. And you also been in Saw 6, Playing for Keeps, Straight A's, and more. You're also an accomplished musician, singer, songwriter, producer. And you also have a group which released 3 albums. And you also create a foundation for defending the endangered. And you worked with some great actors and actresses. You also co-produced, starred, and produced some music videos. And before we get into all that, tell us how you first got started, Jon.
Oh, well, I grew up in a small town called Romeo, right next to Rochester. Rochester was where I was born, and it's a very kind of rural part of near Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
So I grew up an only child with a very active imagination. My grandparents owned a farm, so I grew up with like land and animals and just, on my own. So I pretty much from the time I was a kid was always, make believe. But on top of that, I grew up with a mother who was a theater director. She did college type of theater. She did even high school plays, everything, musicals and whatnot, and she was obsessed with Shakespeare and all kinds of great stuff. So I grew up with a mom who was very much a theater geek, so I kind of had that bug from the get-go. Yeah. I mean, I did my first play of my mother's when I was 5 years old. I was a little extra in her play. So it was it was kind of a thing that I've always loved that, the world of make-believe and storytelling, whether it's, being an only child, kind of spending time on a farm, or growing up with a mom who is a theater director.
That is so amazing. And what was your favorite play, and what's your favorite work of Shakespeare?
Oh, gosh. I mean, I still love Midsummer's Night Dreams. I love Midsummer's Night Dream, and I really love Othello. I think those are two really powerful. I mean, I love so much of Shakespeare because everything is a different story, everything's a big parable. But those are 2 that I remember my mother used to read to me when I was a kid a lot, for whatever reason. But yeah, those are 2 that I really love. And then what was the other question?
No, the other question was, I think it was, what was it? Your favorite play, your favorite Shakespeare? I think it was, what was your favorite play when it came to theater?
Favorite play? Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, Les Miserables, I saw with my mom on this trip we took to Toronto. We used to go and watch musicals a lot, because Toronto always had incredible theater. And we went and saw Les Miserables, and I remember being really moved by that, as well as Phantom of the Opera. Both incredible, like traditional musical theater, but so the music was so, being a musician, I always look at the score, and I want to know if the score resonates with me. I'm like, then it's a great piece of musical theater. So I love being there for the acting, but also for the music aspect too.
And it sounds like it as well too. Who are some of your favorite artists, singers, and musicians growing up?
Oh gosh, across the board, it's been a very wide variety. I mean, I love everything. I grew up with like the kind of, my parents were into traditional pop and disco and also country, so it was a kind of a weird mix. And Bee Gees, and Fleetwood Mac. So I grew up, with heart and like amazing classical rock music. that parents would listen to, and I was always the kid that would put the records on, and just dance by myself and get into it. That's kind of where I remember cutting my teeth on. But then eventually I went into all the new wave and then electronica, and so for me, like Nine Inch Nails and The Cure, and so so many bands like that. Just PJ Harvey, more like indie. I'm across the board. I mean, I love so many different artists. The Chemical Brothers. A lot of this I feel like I grew up on as a musician. I kind of just I was influenced by in such a great way.
It sounds like a great way as well, too. You also have your own group, Aura Drone, as well, too. We'll talk more about that. And who are some of your favorite actors and actresses growing up?
Oh, gosh. So many. Again, like, I'm trying to think my favorite, I used to like the classics even. And I played her, ironically, which really was cool. Ava Gardner. I just saw her in a film. I think I was Barefoot Contessa, was just on the other day. And me, I love modern actors, but I look at these classic actresses especially. They were so amazing, these women.
And of course, you happen to play Ava Gardner yourself. We'll talk more about that. But first, listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs at below the competition way. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960, or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, time to give a shout-out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international award-winning author Mia Mosensia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you'll love Missing by Mia Mosensia, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, and 1 target, where truth is an illusion and those you love be the first to go missing. It's available on paperback and ebook on Amazon. Missing by Mia Mosensia has garnered great reviews and even loved and endorsed by Hollywood celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today before it goes missing by Mia Mosensia, available on Amazon. Also, The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on themikewagnershow.com. You can check our Facebook page at facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also on Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, and Apple. Coming soon to Podbean, Buzzsprout, Pandora, and TuneIn. Heard worldwide on Geo 7, Radio Public, Himalaya, and more. Take The Mike Wagner Show with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to The Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel, and follow The Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today, and support The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, also on Anchor FM and PayPal. And for some cool gift ideas, go to amazon.com/The Mike Wagner Show. And for more great gift ideas, including t-shirts, hoodies, pop sockets, and a lot more, and some great books by Mia Mosensia, go to amazon.com/Mia Mosensia and order today. We're here with a terrific musician, singer, songwriter, producer, actress, and also an activist as well, too, a triple threat in Hollywood, Jon Mack, here on the Mike Wagner Show, talking about her interest, upbringing, and very unique. And we talked about one of her classics, playing Ava Gardner. And, well, speaking of Ava Gardner, you got national attention in 99. You played introducing Dorothy Dandridge, and that's how you first got started. I'd love to hear more about it.
Yes, actually, that was my first big Hollywood job, which was amazing. I got to work with the great director Martha Coolidge, as well as amazing Halle Berry, who everybody loves. She's incredible. Brent Spiner. I mean, the cast was just so good. It was so good. And it was my first job, so it was very special. I mean, it was all shot on film, and just at this gorgeous location, and just it was a dream job, really. And it was awesome to play. I mean, Ava Gardner, I was just mentioning, I recently watched it. She just had this amazing, incredible energy about her, this poise and this grace and strength that was just so impressive. Just I don't know, it's hard to describe, but. Yeah, that was my first job, and I got to work with incredibly professional, skilled actors, and crew and directors. So it was a great foray. It was a great introduction.
And how'd you come across being involved with introducing Dorothy Dandridge?
My manager at the time sent me on an audition for HBO, and I just went in there and it was done for HBO. And right before after I did my reading, right before I left, they stopped me and they said, "Are you available to do a fitting tomorrow?" And I said, "Absolutely." So that was it. Yeah, I was pretty much on the spot, which was really, really fun. It was a fun job. Definitely.
And it sounds fun as well, too. You've been in Saw 6. You've been in Playing for Keeps with Gerard Butler. And also you been with Straight A, Spiders, and Blunt Force Trauma, and Doomsday Device, the Amityville Murders. And you worked with all kinds of actors and actresses. And maybe tell us about some of the films you've been in.
I mean, across the board, from the absurd to the very serious and dramatic. I've worked with some really amazing actors in every level. I mean, just some true professionals, like you said, Gerard Butler, Nicolas Cage. Just so many actors on that level that I've worked with that I'm really honored and grateful for the experience, because you always learn. When you're working on a project or film, it's kind of the wild card. It could, it depends on the energies of everybody on the film and the whole thing. But when you work with people that are just really professional and on their game and actually, cool people, everything goes so beautifully, and it's a great experience. I mean, I can't say anything, at all other than I feel personally really grateful whenever I work with somebody on that level that's a real, professional and takes it seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really, it makes everything worthwhile. Those moments, it really, you're doing something special in that regard.
Mm-hmm.
So
and of course, you also, working with all the names you mentioned as well. Who would you say is your favorite or the ultimate best that you worked with? Who did you really enjoy working with?
Oh my gosh! I have to play favorites.
or you can tell a story on which really stood out, or maybe or maybe a funny story, or maybe someone like pulled a prank or something. So
I mean, that's always good. No, I did a film like a couple of years ago that just came out, I think 2019, which was really a pleasure because I got to travel to Bogota, Colombia, and I got to work with Nick Cage, who was absolute pleasure to work with. And also the whole cast was great. Ryan Quanten, and I mean, we had a really, really great cast. And Ryan and I had done Blunt Force Trauma together before, so that stood out for me because it was just I've done 2 films now in Colombia, and I love South America. I love traveling there. They have great crews there, great crews, great people. It's always been a really wonderful experience. So those stand out to me because it's like they're special, really special.
Mm-hmm. And also too, what despite the pandemic, what are some of your upcoming movie projects you'll be involved in 2021?
Well, I am leaving hopefully very soon to shoot something that is going to be a good action thriller type of film with a really excellent cast. I won't say too much, but I'll be announcing something very soon, and I'm leaving soon to shoot that. And we have one other thing, and we have 2 other things in the works. So this year, after the, everything kind of last year was very, very, challenging for everyone. So I feel like everyone's trying to get back into gear now, and we're getting back into production, which is great. So, yeah. So I have some things on the horizon really soon, but I'll be announcing them very shortly.
And of course, you also take pride in directing, shooting, and being in music and everything else. You co-directed, produced in a music video called Weapon of Choice, and tell us about that one.
Yes. Actually, that's kind of what led me to get into starting my foundation, Defending the Endangered, was that video. I actually worked with director, Michael Sarna. We co-directed that, and I produced it and ended up, editing it and doing it because it was a labor of love, passion project type of thing. It's a very, kind of edgy video, but it's more like a PSA in effect that it's trying to kind of show the terrors and the horrors of poaching and endangered animals and things like that we're not realizing that are happening, when we're basically going through our everyday life. So it was something that was near and dear to my heart, was, protecting animals. And I did that video, and I got a lot of amazing people to volunteer their time and energy And what came from that turned into Defending the Endangered, which is my foundation, where basically we work with many nonprofits around the planet to help raise money for anything that's an emergency. For instance, like saving rhinos and elephants, and now we're going to be doing something for Australia after the wildfires last year. So, yeah, so basically we help out wherever it's needed, and we're going to do an event this year. So it's something that's near and dear to my heart, and that video kind of started it all off.
Mm-hmm. And of course, you mentioned Australia as well, too. I've been in talks with some people about what happened in Australia with so many koala bears and kangaroos pretty much getting wiped out, and a lot of the birds and wildlife pretty much fled, and the birds especially flew away to another continent. What's the status of Australia right now? If you got any reports that has most of it been replenished in terms of animals? Is there still a way to go, or what's being in danger right now, or what's off the endangered list when it comes to animals in Australia?
As far as Australia goes, as far as what I understand is they still need our help, because there was really, last year was, especially for koalas, it was like devastating, because they were already teetering on the endangered list, and then after the wildfires it just like pushed it over. A lot of them, even that were rescued, succumbed because they got stressed out. They couldn't take it. So they're very sensitive creatures, and unfortunately a lot of the vegetation that they were living in, and they reside in the eucalyptus, and that's what that's their habitat. So a lot of that was burned away. So a lot of them have been very, displaced. And from what I understand, a lot of the shelters, they've done what they could, but, they need resources. They need help as much as they can get.
Okay, and also you talk about the koala bears being further endangered as well, too. Do you guys go to zoos or anything? Maybe ask on loan or something, or if they, say, produce any baby koalas, maybe on rental or something, like to get to Australia? Because sometimes zoos and countries also exchange when it comes to certain situations.
Oh, you mean like a breeding program where they maybe can hopefully, because I think that's the whole idea, is to a lot of the ones that were orphaned, if they can raise them and put them into a breeding program.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That would be ideal. I mean, that would be something definitely to speak to like sanctuaries or zoos about, because I think that's so important for any species right now. Like anything that are like a koala bear, we need to think on those terms. No, I think that's a great idea.
Mm-hmm. And of course, about the defending the endangered as well, too. You talk about some of the upcoming projects, and what are some of the upcoming projects that you have planned as well, too? And what are some of the other ideal plans that you guys have in mind for defending the endangered?
Well, I mean, like I mentioned before, we were trying to put together something last year, right at this time when the lockdowns hit and COVID hit. And unfortunately, everything we were planning got stopped because of that. So we still are trying to do it, but now that things are slowly opening up again, it's good to start revisiting that, which we are doing. But we want to, like I said, we're going to put something together for Australia, for the koalas, for the all the animals there. There's so many rare creatures there. The joeys, the platypus. I mean, Australia is it's a plethora of like some of the rarest creatures, and a lot of them really had a hard time last year, and now that the wildfires are, I don't know if they're going to get any better. They might keep going, so they need our help. So that's our goal. I would love to do something for them this year.
And lastly, how can people help?
They can visit our site, defendingtheendangered.com. They can go to our Facebook, again, Defending the Endangered, anything like that, and reach out. I mean, we're literally open to speaking to anybody. I mean, that's how we worked in the past. We always are open, like artists, people like that have approached us that we were like, we would love to do something together and collaborate, because I feel like that's how things really get done. And we've worked with some incredible people in the past. So I think that's what's going to happen. So if anybody wants to help out, please feel free. Send us an email, say hello. I love to hear from people. I love to hear how people are passionate about animals. And I know there's a lot of people out there that really are, that, the animals, the environment, the planet. They want to help in any way they can. So we love to hear from anybody like that. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Feel free, and we can exchange information and figure out ways to work together.
And that's amazing as well too. And of course, that's all tied into Weapon of Choice. And speaking of music, we'll talk about your music as well with Aura Drone in just a minute. You listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Also brought to you by our official sponsor of The Mike Wagner Show, international award-winning author Mia Mosinzia of Missing, available on Amazon and paperback and ebook. We'll be back with musician, singer, songwriter, actress, producer, the multi-talented Jon Mack, after this timeout.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention The Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hey everybody, my name is Forbes Riley, and I'm an American actress and a TV host. And I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People, based on a real-life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. It talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mian Moshazia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamoshazia.com. Missing, available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from The Mike Wagner Show. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on over 30 podcast platforms, including Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, Apple, and more. Coming soon to Podbean, Buzzsprout, Pandora, and TuneIn, where The Mike Wagner Show interviews great guests, cool conversation, lots of laughs, coffee, and more. Take The Mike Wagner Show on any mobile device, subscribe to The Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel, and follow The Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today.
Hey, this is Ray Powers. And if there's one thing you can count on in these unpredictable times, it's that you're in good hands getting some great radio, courtesy of The Mike Wagner Show.
We're back with the multi-talented musician, singer, songwriter, actress, producer, and activist Jon Mack here on The Mike Wagner Show, talking about her amazing career, being involved in introducing Dorothy Dandridge, getting her recognition in '99, and also being in Saw 6, playing for Keeps, Straight A's, Blunt Force Trauma, and more, and also co-directed, starred, and produced in her own music video, which led to creating a foundation defending the endangered. And, of course, there's a lot of music involved, too. You got your own music, which you got a group, your own little project called Aura Drone, and tell us more about those. You got 3 albums out.
Yes. My I guess project, my group, or whatever it is. It's a collective. It's called Aura Drone, and I've been working under that moniker since 2007, putting out my own releases, remixes and originals, everything. So, yeah, it's kind of a passion project again that started. I've been in bands. I did all of that kind of thing, and just started doing my own production and my own music, and working with artists across the world, which is great. And I put out the first record in 2007. So, yeah, working steadily. Actually, about to release a new single coming up. Next month.
That's nice. Okay, and you also got some songs in there, and you also had your debut called White Light, Bright Light. Boy, I need coffee. This tongue twister. Say it 10 times. Say it 10 times fast, everybody. White light, bright light, white light, bright light. Anyway, tell us more about that song.
That was the first album. That was kind of when Aura Drone was. Just getting its kind of feet on the ground, and really exploring a lot of electronica, ethereal type of sounds. So that album I love because it's very dreamy, and it's a very good debut album in that sense, where I was doing a lot of experimentation, a lot of working with artists in different places, and just the influences there. It's nice to revisit that album. It's got a very dreamy, lighter quality versus the second album, which is a much different vibe.
Mm-hmm. And certainly does as well too. And it's also very dreamy, and you also got some just amazing music on there, Forever Unfolding, and looks like that's going to be coming out really soon too. Yes,
that actually, Forever Unfolding is available on Spotify now. If anyone wants to check it out, please take a listen. Spotify and pretty much everything. I think Amazon, all the iTunes, everything. Just type in Oradrone and type in Forever Unfolding, and it's there. And I'm about to release a new single called Center of Peace.
Center of Peace. That is amazing.
Peace. P-E-A-C-E.
Oh, Center Peace. Okay, I get you.
That's another song.
Wow, a lot of palindromes and I'm trying to think of these English terms. I got to brush up on my literature here. So idioms or whatever it is. And oh, my gosh. I mean, that white light, bright light, trying to say it 10 times fast. It's like, oh, boy, I can imagine nightmares on that one. So.
Oh, my gosh.
And, of course, who knew as well, too. And, of course, lastly as well, too, where can we find, besides the music you talked about, where can we find your movies and your other works at?
Oh, anywhere. I mean, I think Kill Chain, the film I mentioned earlier with Nicolas Cage, is still on Amazon. If anyone is on Amazon, you can check it out there. As well as, I think, Lava Lantula, some of the more fun, horror type of ridiculous horror sci-fi channel films, I believe, are available on streaming. So yeah, I mean, just check out anything. Like you can even go to my IMDb, Jon Mack, and type in any of the titles, because they're I think everything now is streaming pretty much, from what I understand. Like, you can find it anywhere almost.
Mm-hmm. And certainly will as well too. We're here with actress, musician, singer, songwriter, producer, and activist Jon Mack here on the Mike Wagner Show. In just a few more minutes, Jon, we definitely love to have you back. You've been very amazing and just a pleasure to be on. And what can we expect from you in 2021 and beyond, Jon?
Well, I would love to see. We as a collective, you mean our planet, or me?
Yeah, you could say planet, collective. You can be music or films or music, or you can just do something you've never done before. Maybe play with kangaroos, koalas, cooking, or anything like that. Yes.
I think this year should be about, in a positive way for everyone, myself and everyone, I think, included, exploring your boundaries and learning something new. Take up a new hobby, a new interest, something new to expand your whole being. I think that this year is a good time for that right now.
Mm-hmm. And of course, since you mentioned it, it's like, I love to take up more cooking, maybe start a cooking channel, barbecue sauce, or whatever. And what's the one thing you would like to take up?
Ooh, I would love to do more scuba diving.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. That's a big thing I really enjoy, and I think I need to do more of that.
I think that would be amazing. I mean, I could see you having your own YouTube channel, the next Jacques Cousteau. I think that would be amazing if you did that.
I love it.
That would be, yes. And who do you consider biggest influence in your career, Jon?
Oh, well, my mother, my mom.
Mm-hmm.
She was the one who's always, she's no longer with us, but, still always the one who believed in me. So I think that's always my influences. I grew up with someone who really always believed in me, and I'm very lucky and blessed about that.
Uh-huh. And what's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
Oh, you've got to, I mean, as cliche as it is, you really, anything you do with all your heart, and you really do it, because you're being, you want to do it. You not even want, you are, you're just pulled to that direction. Anything you love. I feel like right now, at this time in our world, because things are so, every day is different and unpredictable, I feel like we need to tap into what really makes us like content and happy and feel like we can give back to the world.
Mm-hmm. And that's very true as well, too. It may be trite in some ways. I've heard cliches, but yet they're very tried and true. You got to say that. Exactly. Yes, we're here with the multi-talented actress, musician, singer, songwriter, producer, Jon Mack on the Mike Wagner Show. Jon, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely fantastic. Looking forward to having you again soon. Just keep us up to date. Love you back on in 2021 and beyond. Once again, tell us about your upcoming projects. What's your website? How do people contact you? Where can people check out your works or purchase your music? Or how can they help your foundation?
Oh gosh, okay. So many places, like I mentioned, they can, if they want to be interested in the foundation, they could go to defendingtheendangered.com, the website, the official website. We also have a Facebook, and they can visit us there, as well as Instagram and Twitter. If they want to find me, they can also Jon Mack, JONMACK. I am on Twitter as Oradrone, and also on Facebook, all of that good stuff. So just type in my name or type in Oradrone. And also Oradrone is available on iTunes and Apple and Spotify, so as well as YouTube. If they want to check out the videos, we have some videos up there. So yeah, anywhere, just feel free. And Instagram, it's me_Jon Marie, JONMARIE. So.
That is amazing. We're looking forward to that. Once again, Jon, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely fantastic. Looking forward to having you again soon. Do us a favor, keep us up to date. Love you back on in 2021 and beyond. And don't forget to keep in touch, and maybe you can bring one of your lovely friends like a koala or a kangaroo or platypus on the show. We love to meet them. Wonderful creatures.
Fantastic. I love it. Thank you so much.
Hey, everybody. My name is Forbes Riley, and I'm an American actress and a TV host. And I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based on a real-life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. You know, it talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mian Moshe Zia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamoshenzea.com. Missing, available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Sonic Web Studios specializes in custom web design, app development, social networking, search engine optimization, domain registration, email marketing, online stores, and more. Since our birth, we have been designing and developing immaculate websites and providing web solutions which are a cut above the rest. As a leading web designing enterprise, we have a team of extremely talented web designers who are well-focused and have the experience of working on multiple web developing platforms such as PHP, Magento, custom WordPress, and more. Sonic Web Studios has been helping businesses of all kinds, whether big, small, established, or startup, impress their audiences with exemplary web solutions. We don't just create beautiful and functional websites. We give you a complete online solution with the main goal of enhancing your yearly revenues. We aim to give your business the online exposure and brand acknowledgement that will help you in achieving increased conversions leading to profitable sales. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Thanks for listening to the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, YouTube, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and themikewagnershow.com. Please support our program with your donations at themikewagnershow.com. Join us again next time for another great episode of The Mike Wagner Show.